am here on my Google and I need to go to my canva.com. All right, so what I'm going to do, I am going to go to create design and I am going to go to custom size. The size that I want is 8.5 by 11 because that's the time of my sheet. So I'm going to click on that and then it's going to open up my page right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going then to do a frame. And for that, I'm going to search right on elements right here. I'm going to search for holiday frame. That's the one I want. So I'm going to click on that. And because we are working with Canva, with the membership of Canva that is free, I'm going to go and look for the designs that do not have the crown. So I found this one. This one is good. So I am going to place it right there. And then I'm going to go again to elements and I am going to find a snowman. Snowman, and I click on that. And I'm going to look for one that does not have the crown, which is the ones that have the crown indicate, like this one indicates that is part of the pro membership. So I like this one with the scarf. This one looks cute. So I'm going to go here and I am going to place it for now here. And then I'm going to go back to elements and find snow. Because I want a little bit of a snow for the snowman. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go for snow that doesn't have the crown. Doesn't have the crown, so it's part of the free membership. Maybe this one. So I'm going to go and minimize that. I'm going to do 2 of those like that. And then I'm going to group it. All right, so now I'm going to take it to my snowman. And I'm going to go the snowman and put it a little bit lower. And this is, I'm going to make it a little bit darker, a little bit bluishy. And this one too. There you go, a little bit more realistic, right? All right, so then what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger. And I'm going to go to my text. I'm going to go to my text and I'm going to add the to and from. Oops. Okay, I'm just going to grab it here and add the to and from. To and from. And I'm going to look for the font that I like. So I'm going to go here, where it says Canva Sans, and I'm going to go and look for the font that I want. I like Blueberry. I like Fredoka too. Those two are part of my favorite ones. Chewy. I also like Chewy a lot. So I'm going to do to and from. And I am going to, there we go, and I am going to place it. But you see how it's bigger than the frame? It's really easy. All I have to do is just minimize it. I can do it this way, or I can do it going to here to the number. So for that, I go there. And if I like it like that, I'm going to leave it like that. But I think it's too big because I need a space. I need to make a space there for my names, right? Because we want to be able to write our names big enough for people to see. So now, because I want more space between them, I want to go to spacing, which is right here. And I want you to see how together they are going to get. And then I'm going to put them apart like this, so they are not too together to the point that I cannot write. And I'm going to make them a little bit smaller. I select them and then I go to my, I usually do 25 to 30, depending on size, depending on, the size of my tag. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring this guy to the front and I'm gonna do bring forward. There we go. I think he was already forward, but it's okay. And I'm gonna make him a little tiny bigger. All right, so now that I have that, I'm going to select my whole design and group. And there we go. That is my design number 1. So now let's go and do our design number 2. All right, now let's do design number 2. So I am going to go to my elements and look for a holiday frame. Holiday frame, okay? And I'm going to use the same one, but let me tell you something here. We can go here and change the color. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and click on the gray and I am going to make it green. Look at that. Now it's green. And I am going to go to my red. And do I want a purple or do I want a red? I think I want to keep it red. So I just click on that and make it red like that. All right, so now I go back to my elements and now I'm going to work on my design. And in this case, I want a Santa Claus. So we didn't get any. Okay, Santa. Let's see if we get some Santas here. So yes, Santas. And I'm going to go and look for one that does not have the crown because we are looking for one that is that give us a free membership. So I think I like that one. So I select the one that I want, that I like, and I'm going to place it back into the frame. And then this time I want some presents. So I'm going to go again to my elements and I am going to go and find presents. All right, presents, and I am going to look for one that does not have the crown. Because the crown, remember, the crown indicates that is part of the membership. So I'm going to make this my Santa Claus a little bit, my Santa a little bit bigger. I'm going to place my gifts there and let me see if I can find more gifts that are not part of the that we can get for free. There you go. That one. Look at these ones. I can take these ones or make it bigger, making it smaller. That way I can place these ones right here. Yeah, I think I like these ones better. So I'm going to keep these ones right here. Right? I think I like these guys better. So, and I'm not going to like this one. So I'm going to click on them and then choose trash. And then I'm going to group my design. Once I've done that, I'm going to go to my text and I'm going to choose add a heading, and I'm going to do to and from. So I'm going to do to. I don't want that one capital, so I'm going to do from. From, and then I'm going to select my text and I'm going to go and click on minimize, and I want my minimize number 1, but it also I'm going to go and change the font. What do I do to change the font? Very easy. What I'm going to do here is select my text and then I go to Canva Sans. And then I'm going to go and choose the one that I like. There are a lot of ones that are really nice. I'm going to keep that one. But of course, now it's too big, right? So I'm going to make it smaller. So I'm going to select my text and go there and let's try and see how it fits. I think it's still too big. Oh, this one is all capital. So it's okay. I'm just going to do 2. And then make them smaller, maybe 25 right there. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to separate them right here. They're 2 together. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to line spacing. You see how they get together again? So I'm going to separate them like that. So I have a space to write my names and I'm going to bring them more over here. So I'm going to go here. And there, like that. Make them over here so I have a space. And then I'm gonna group again, group. And that is our design number 2. Let's do now our number 3. Okay, I have my 2 designs right here. Don't worry too much about the size for now. It's okay. What we're gonna do the other design, and then we're gonna adjust the 3 of them on one page. All right, so I am here. I am gonna go to elements for my design, and I'm gonna do holiday frame one more time. And this time I'm gonna use the same frame that I've been using. Well, if I can find the right holiday frame. Oh, it's because I misspelled it. Frame, right? But in this case, I am gonna give it a twist right here. How am I doing this? Very easy. You're gonna do, you're gonna click on the design, and you see this little circle with the 2 arrows. You just grab that circle and you start spinning until you get the position that you want. So right there, I want it right there. Oops, right here. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna move it over here for now, and I am going to go back to my elements, and this time I'm going to look for a holiday moose. Let's see if I can find a holiday moose. And I like this one is cute. I like that one. Let's see, we have more choices that are not part of the Canva Pro. That one is cute, the one that we saw. We seem to have not too many, but it's okay. We have this one too. So we do have few choices here that we can maybe they don't look like a holiday, but you know what? We can always dress them. We can always add some decorations. Like for example, if I add this one, where is the other one that we saw? Let me go and see if I can find the other one. Find it again. If not, that's okay. We can always I don't see it anymore. But what we can do here, we can always go back and give this one. We can always dress him as a holiday. For example, here I'm looking for a red nose. So I'm gonna go to elements again, and I'm gonna do red circle. And look at all these dots that I got here. So I am gonna go here, click on it, grab my corners, and small here, and I'm gonna grab my nose. Now it still is too big, so I'm gonna go again and add it there, but it still is too big. So I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller, like that, and then I am going to group it. That way it can move anywhere it moves anywhere I want to move it. All right, so then I'm gonna look for lights, holiday lights. You can also do Christmas lights or colorful lights, anything that will symbolize the holiday season. All right, so now let's look for any lights that we see here that we can put on top of the moose. And these ones are not part of that Canva. Do you see how we have choices here? So I'm gonna minimize this. Oh, now it's too small. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. And I am gonna do one on each antler. I can pronounce it. So I'm gonna bring it here, and I am gonna make it a little bit smaller so it doesn't look like it's not part of it. Like that, or I can also do like a bow or something that will symbolize the season. So let's see if I can find another that will give me the same effect, right? Because we want some sort of effect that will symbolize the holiday season. Okay, so I don't see anything in here that could possibly, I see these ones. Let's see if we can make it smaller, make them smaller, and maybe kind of put them right there on my antlers, right here. Oh, it looks pretty. Oh, he looks cute. All right, like that. And nice. You know, maybe I'm gonna add a new one in here. Oops, I can add. Where is the other one? It's because there were four in there. All right, so now I'm gonna make them smaller, and I'm going to move them here. And remember the circles right here, or the not the circles, but the arrows. So I'm gonna move it in a way, and I'm gonna bring them down. There you go, like that. Okay. So now let's see if I can see another one. This one right here, and I'm going to connect these ones with the two antlers. Look at that. Nice. Okay, so now my moose has some holiday lights in there. All right, very good. And now I want some grass at the bottom of him. So I am gonna go and I am going to make it a little lower there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go and group it. And now I'm gonna go and find a little bit of grass or wreath or anything at the bottom. So he has some grass, some holiday pine leaves. Let's see what it comes up if I type that. Holiday pine leaves. So yes, so we have these as a choice. We also have these as a choice. So we definitely have some choices here. We have this one too. So I'm gonna take that one and I'm going to minimize it. And I'm gonna just here and I'm gonna bring it here. I'm going to duplicate that and put it at the bottom. I'm going to duplicate that and just now let's see that I don't want it like this. Let me show you here. Let's see that I want the opposite. I want this long leaf to be on the other side. Very easy. I just go click on my design like this, and then I go up and I go to flip right here. I go to flip and then click on however I want it. Like in this case, I want it like that, or I want it like this, or it all depends how I want it. So I'm gonna be clicking until I find the one that I want. So in this case, I'm just gonna go here and I'm gonna duplicate again. So he has enough right there, and I'm going to bring it right here, and I'm going to group all my leaves, but I don't want him. There we go, like that, group. And then I'm gonna pass them to the back. How do I do that? I click on my design and then right click, layers, and I'm gonna say send backwards. And now it looks like he's sitting on some grass right there. I don't know if I can find some mints. So he looks a little bit, I think we saw some. Let me see if I can go back. This one is cute too. So I'm going to bring this one right here and I am going to minimize it a little bit and bring it to the bottom of this. There we go. Look at that. How cute. All right. So now I'm going to go and group my whole thing and I'm gonna bring him to my frame. But look, it's way bigger than my frame. So what do? I'm gonna click on him, click on my design, go to my corner, and then minimize, drag it until I find the size that I want. Or higher until I find the size that I want, okay? So in this case, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna place him in the center. I'm gonna find my center on my tag, which is right there. It's gonna tell me, look, that red line, I don't know if you're able to see it, but it's right there. I'm gonna leave it there, and then I am going to place it and group it. Group, and then I'm gonna go to text. So I can do my to and from. Add heading, and I'm gonna go to, and then from, and then I'm going to line them up, go to align right here, and go to my font. I go to my Canva Sans, and I'm gonna find a nice elegant. This time, let's try to find something elegant that goes with my Christmas or holiday moves. What about this one? No, I don't like it. So this one, aerospace bold, is too formal. I think this one looks too formal. So I want something that is not that formal, but at the same time, it gives a little bit of class to my design. What about this one? I don't like this, so I'm gonna try to find something ample display. Look at this. I like this one. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, minimize it. How do I do that? I click on my design, go to my corner, and bring it to the size that I want. Okay, so I selected everything. I'm gonna select my text, and I'm gonna make it smaller. Number one. And number two, I am going to align it. Align it. There we go. Because I want that to be in the middle. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to find my center on my tag. How do I do that? I find my red line. Look at that. It's already there. I'm not sure. It's in the middle of my mouse. Look at his nose. There we go. Look at his nose right there. Is there. Okay. So now I'm going to go here and I am going to separate my words. Find space. So now here they're together. I don't want them together. So I have a space to write my names to and from, and I am going to go and put it a little bit higher. So I have a space to do that. All right, so now I'm going to group it, and I group the whole thing. All right, now I have my three designs. Stay with me because I'm going to show you how to adjust them or how to accommodate them, how to put them on our page. So that way we save some space and we don't end up wasting space. If I print it like that, like this, I'm going to be wasting all this space right here. So obviously I want to take advantage as much paper as I can of the space as much as I can so I don't waste. Stay with me. Okay, now that I have my three designs here, I am going to see to locate them in a way that I can uh, maximize this size as much as I can, or maximize the space as much as I can. So I'm gonna do 3 in each column, and I'm going to size them. Okay, in a way, I do 3 and then I group them, and then I'm gonna make them to the size that I'm gonna be able to print. There you go. I'm gonna have those. I'm gonna duplicate. I right click and then duplicate like that, and then I'm gonna go to the other one and duplicate, and I have my 3 right here. I don't need to space them too much because I'm gonna be cutting them, so I don't need a lot of space between them. Okay, so now I'm gonna go here. I leave a little bit of space. I'm gonna make this one a little bit bigger. like that, okay. And then I'm just going to duplicate the whole thing, duplicate, and I'm gonna pass them here. And then I'm gonna duplicate my Santa Claus too, duplicate, and I'm gonna put them here. And then I'm gonna do my moose. I'm gonna do one, and then I'm gonna duplicate two, then I'm gonna duplicate one more time, and I'm gonna do three. Actually, I'm gonna erase this one so I have space. So let me erase the whole thing. There we go. All right, so now with this in here, and two in here, and three in here. And I am going to group them, and I'm going to place them right here. And if I want to, I can make them a little bit bigger if I want to, but in this case, I'm just going to leave it like that. And you know what? I'll probably do these ones a little bit bigger. I'm going to bring them over here. I'm going to center them. It's okay if they go a little bit out of the frame, because remember, we are not going to do our margins the way we are, the way we're printing. We're going to print in a way that we're not going to follow our margins. So it's okay if our design goes out a little bit out of the margins, it's okay. All right, so right here, I'm going to put them in here like this. And then if I want, for example, if I want to add another one, it will have to be tiny. So I probably don't want to do that. So I'm just going to give them a little bit of space, but I do want one cut in here. So I'm just going to place it like that. So I do have one cut between my design. Okay, so I'm going to try to ungroup them. Group this one. Oh, group, and I'm going to just make it a little bit closer here. Not too close, but at the same time. All right, now I'm gonna group them, and there we go. So now what I'm gonna do now, we go to share, and I am going to download my page as a PNG. So download, I'm gonna do transfer background. I'm gonna do my PNG. I'm gonna increase resolution a little bit, and I'm going to download. And my page is downloading, and then it should show up on my desktop as a file. So I'm gonna wait for that, and I'm gonna call it gift tags. Gift tags. And that's gift tags, and that's gonna be my PNG. Okay, save. And now I am all set. And now what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna print. Before I started printing, I wanted to show you my settings for the computer and what for my printer. And so I have right here my printer settings. Okay, I have in this case, I'm not gonna mirror my image because I am gonna print directly to my page, and the image is not gonna go anywhere. I'm not transferring any images. So I'm just gonna not click mirror image. And then I have right here, let me show you here. So I'm here, and then I go to custom advanced, and I'm gonna do Adobe RGB, and I'm gonna go to brightness 3, contrast 4, saturation 3, and density 6. And that's what I do for my PNGs. All right, so now I go here, and now I go to maintenance, and I go to extended settings, and I make sure that my density matches the same density that I clicked before. So now that I have my printed page, the paper that I use is glossy, and we're not adding any self-laminated sheet on top. This is the reason why. Number one, because we don't need the extra protection. We if you took the sticker workshop with me, I explained that in those stickers we added a self-laminated sheet on top of our matte paper, and the reason for that was because we are adding a little bit of protection to our stickers in case we place them in surfaces that might get a little bit of water or a little bit of humidity. That way it protects our stickers. In this case, our gift tags do not need that. And that's the reason why we are printing on glossy paper. In this case, I'm using Koala, which is also very good. My favorite brands are HT Veront, Koala, and Avia, which is the one we use for the stickers. Okay, let's cut them. And right here, all I'm doing is I'm cutting through the line right here. I'm not using another shape. I'm not using the rectangle this time, the shape, because the frame is the one that is helping me to keep my guide for my cutting. So I'm not using any other extra shape except for the fact that I'm using my guide, which is my frame right here. And look at that, nice and pretty and very cute and adorable gift tags for your holidays. So surprise your family and friends with this cute um, labels, for your gifts, for your boxes. And the most important thing, or the most surprising, or the most adorable thing about this is that you created them. They are made by you, and that makes a gift even more unique. Okay, so stay with me. I will show you more. I will be showing you more ways of creating gift tags. And at the same time, I'm sure that you can create a lot more. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.